Hey gang, today I want to show you a simple guitar hack that I learned from Robben Ford, and oh yeah, Jimmy did it too, and it's dead simple. Coming right up. Now this technique is something that you can do to make both your rhythm play and your solo play a lot more interesting. Robben Ford, Kock, and yes, Jimmy used it, and it really is super easy. So what I want to do is I want to show you basically what the idea is and how it works, and then I'll show you how to apply it. First, the idea is to use chords on the scale. And what makes it easy is that we use the same chord fingering for each point in the scale. Sounds like this. This is using Robben's 9th chord. And this is using Jimmy's chord. So what is going on with that? Well, like so many cool things on guitar, basically it takes something that we already know and just adds a little twist to it. So we are going to start out with, you guessed it, the pentatonic scale. Let's take a look at A minor pentatonic. Okay, now we know that, but what we're going to do is instead of play it in that box position, we are going to stretch it out on the first string like so. At this point, John Bon Jovi would probably say we're living on a prayer because we are halfway there. We just need to add a chord. Now, believe it or not, you can add any chord that you want to this. You can add a 7th, you can do a 9th, heck, you can even do a diminished. But the chords that I think work best are the chords that are somewhat ambiguous. For example, Jimmy's favorite chord would be an A added 9th here. Now that chord avoids the C sharp, which would be the 3rd of the chord, and it makes it hard to tell whether it's a major or a minor flavor. Now my favorite chord is this chord right here. That also avoids any 3rds, so you can't tell whether it's a major or a minor. Alright, so now we know what the heck this technique is. I'm going to use it in a blues solo so you can hear how it would work. Now normally I would use this much more sparingly, but I'm going to try and pack it into a single chorus just so that you can hear how it works pretty quickly. Here it is. Here's an example. You see how that gives the listener something else to think about for a little bit? Here's a second use of this, and it's really underused. You can use this technique to move from position to position on the guitar really easy. Here's an example. Suppose that you're familiar with this position right here in the pentatonic. Some people call this position 1. And suppose you also know this position up here. Many people call this position 4. Now I can use this chordal idea to easily go from position 1 to position 4 very naturally. Here's an example. Isn't that cool? I'm sure if you did that, Jimmy would be proud. Hey, if you like this video, you probably want to check this one out too. Check that out. We'll see you in the next video, and we'll see you on down the road.